Hello, and welcome to a Pretty Twisted podcast. My name is Teresa. I'm the owner and dyer behind Pretty Twisted Yarns, where I dye self-striping yarn. Today is Wednesday, July 7th, so happy July. Merry Christmas in July if you celebrate Christmas. If you don't, happy holidays in July, or just happy Wednesday. I hope y'all are happy. I'm pretty happy. I'm happy that Hurricane Elsa passed us with no damage. We pretty much slept through the worst of it. Today has been pretty calm. I'm always kind of freaked out by these storms though. I'm a Southern California girl. Give me an earthquake any day and I can handle that, but sometimes these thunderstorms, although I enjoy the sounds and everything, I get a little freaked out. We've been through a couple hurricanes here that they're not fun. We have had some property damage from hurricanes in the past a few years ago, so that's always scary, but we're good. Everything's good. Everything around here is snafu, right? Situation normal, all up. So as long as everything's snafu around here, I'm all right. So if you're a returning viewer, thanks for coming back and seeing what I've got to talk about. And if you're new here, welcome. Welcome to the crazy. This is a little channel on YouTube where I like to show you my knitting, my crafting, what I've been making. Sometimes I do crochet, beading, cross stitch. It's knitting mostly knitting socks, but I do have some other things on the needles to share with you. I have some whips, and I wasn't able to record last week. I've been trying to record on Saturdays and upload on Sundays, but we were having crazy thunderstorms and our power was kind of flickery and off and on, and there wasn't a quiet moment where the house wasn't shaking with thunder where I could sit down and record, so better late than never, right? Right. Oh. Yay! In a true snafu form, July, and I'm wearing Christmas jammies. It'll be comfy. I'm in between dye sessions. I'm gonna dye up some more yarn after dinner. So I thought I would just get on some jammies and sit and chat about the knits. So let's just get right into the yarn. Okay, the first thing I'm gonna show you guys. Probably sick of seeing this, and you're gonna keep being sick of seeing it because I'm gonna not cast on another big project until this is done, and I'm only on section 3. This is my Vertices Unite Shawl by Stephen West. It's a monster of a shawl, which is my favorite type of shawl to knit. And I've shared before, but if you're new, I haven't knit a shawl or anything besides socks. Our lights are flickering. It's okay. I'm gonna keep going. I haven't knit anything but socks and stuffies for like 3 years. So this is the first shawl I've knit since like 2018. But I don't even know. It is so big. And I am loving it. Last time I shared this with you guys, I believe I didn't move my stitch marker, but I was like right about here on section 3. I did have to rip back, so I ripped all of section 3 out because once I got to a certain point in the pattern, you're supposed to have 95 stitches, and I kept being off by like 1 stitch. So I would tink back a couple rows, and then I was off by like 2 stitches. So I finally was just like, whatever, make one, move on with my life. So I just made one somewhere. No one will ever see it. It's fine. And I just moved on. So I got to the point where now I am starting to decrease section 3 to a point. So this is all knit. It's modular. You don't seam anything. You pick up stitches and knit. So section 1 is a blend of Woolenvine and Primrose Yarn Co. The Primrose Yarn Co. is Hysteric, and the Woolenvine color is Reef Madness. This is a collab that they did years back. My little stitch marker is from the Corner of Craft, who is Hannah, and she's amazing. And my section 2 is also a Woolenvine color in Solstice, striped with a Legacy Fiber Arts color in Dragon Eggs. So this shawl makes no sense, and I absolutely love it. It's gonna be awesome. Section 3 is just one color by itself, and this is a pink tonal that I dyed in 2017 that I wish I had the recipe for, but I don't. I think I know what dye I used, but I don't remember how I did it. I could try to recreate it, but I don't really have time to do that at the moment. So this is knitting up very fun. But there's 6 sections. I believe section 3 is another of the like really big sections like section 1 was. So I'm hoping maybe the other 3 sections are not quite as big. But I found too, I had put this down and I didn't knit on it for like a week. And I think I need to pick it up every day and knit a little bit on it, just so I keep my momentum and it doesn't end up being something that is just languishing forever. I'd really like to complete this. And realistically, I mean, I'll probably not complete this until, I don't even know, fall. Fall would be great. I'm kind of like loosely doing the Hustlers Unite cow, just following that and stuff, but I'm not trying to put super duper amounts of pressure on myself to get it done by any specific time. This is just fun for me to see, like, hey, do I still have the skills to knit a shawl? So far, that's questionable. I don't know. It's coming along pretty good, though. I am enjoying it. When I had to rip back, I was frustrated and I put it on timeout. And when I was looking at it on timeout, I felt bad. Kind of like when I put my kids on timeout. I was like, all right, it's not your fault. Come on, I'll work on you. I don't want you to sit there forever and feel bad about yourself. So I picked it back up and started knitting some more on it. So that's my Vertices Unite. Everything else I have is socks. I know, you're shocked. All right. I do have some hose, which is very exciting. Let's see if I can find this one. This project is living in a bag by Stitching Plaza, who is Georgianne. She is making project bags again. I have a fun announcement at the end. If you follow me on Instagram, you may have already seen what's going to be happening. If you don't follow me on Instagram, you totes should. My handle is prettytwistedyarns. Give me a little follow. I share what I'm dyeing and what I'm knitting on. So living in that unicorn bag is a hoe. It's my Goths Like Christmas Too sock. I still have the light bulb stitch markers on, so that when I'm knitting the second one, I can just look at it and be like, okay, I knit however many rounds, and make them matching. So this sock is a 64 stitch, cuff down, 2x2 rib on a US 1, 2.25 millimeter needle. I did 20 rounds for the cuff, a 60 round leg, an afterthought heel. I knit the foot and I Kitchenered the toe. I have pretty small feet, so socks are just a joy to knit for myself because they go pretty dang fast. And I cast on the second sock. I don't have a lot of work done on it, but it's cast on. Boop. Schmoostash. So I'm knitting these on Hiya Sharps. Oh, look at this too. This is old, but I don't know if they still make these or not, but these are really cool for gobstopper balls. It's called a yarnet. And it's a little like globe and it holds your balls. It has a little stopper right here, a little hole on the side. So you can easily like take it in and out. I have my Sally Progress Keeper stuck in there so that when I have a little bit more knit, I can put my Progress Keeper on there. And then you can just not have your balls be rolling all over the place or your cake. And then too, you can just like stick your needles, bam, right? So those are neat. I have a couple of these and I don't know if they still make them anymore or not, but they're awesome. So those are my Goths Like Christmas 2 socks, which is a colorway that I dye here at Pretty Twisted Yarns. I would love to get that done soon. Okay, so let's see, what else do I have? Another bag by Stitching Plaza. Shark Week! Shark Week starts Sunday. I love Shark Week! I will loosely be following along with Nitty Natty for her sock week. I'm not really entering like any of the knit-alongs. I mean, summer sock camp, like when I finish some socks, I might enter for finished objects. And I'm following along with Kay and Nitty Natty by like watching the podcast and stuff like that and following on Instagram. But I've been working like 10, 12-hour days. So every little chance I get that I try to knit, I just try to make enjoyable, and I'm not trying to put pressure on myself. But I do like following along with these knit-alongs. So Shark Week! Look at this bag. I think Georgianne has some of these in her shop right now. And she is doing like ready to ship project bags. And these bags are awesome. They're the perfect size for a small project like socks. And they're drawstring. So your yarn doesn't get caught. Sometimes I'll like walk around and have this like this. And then just have my yarn and then I can be knitting. So these are perfect. I have been a big fan of these since about 2016. I first found out about Stitching Plaza from Meg, who is Bad Wolf Girl Sits and Knits. And now we're friends. It's really cool. She also has given us a coupon code so generously for my viewers, for you guys. So you guys can get 15% off Stitching Plaza project bags at stitchingplaza.com. She's on Etsy by using the coupon code PTY15, and that is good through the end of August. Thank you, Georgianne. So sweet, right? So in here, it's another hoe. This is my 12 Stripes of Christmas sock. I didn't leave the stitch markers in this one. I took them out and blocked it because I needed to take pictures of it because I listed this July 1st and it sold out. So thank you guys so much. I'm beyond grateful and excited for all of the love I'm getting. So these are the 12 Stripes of Christmas. This kind of looks tiny, huh? I did an afterthought heel, 64 stitches. I did a shorter cuff. I think I did 12 rounds and 40 round leg. So I made these a little bit, not quite shorties, but shorter than my typical socks that I do. And I also am so proud of myself because I cast on the second sock. I've been trying to, as soon as I'm done, cast on the second sock. That way I don't have such bad second sock syndrome, which I get. So these are also being knit on size US 1 2.25 millimeter needles. These are Shawl. And I've got the cuff done, and I'm knitting down the leg. These will be done by Christmas. I want to have some Christmas socks, like at least 4 pairs knit. I want to knit the Mrs. Claus, Gaslight Christmas, 12 Stripes of Christmas, and then another Christmas colorway that I'll show you in a little bit. So I want to have those done for myself for Christmas as well as for my girls. And it's living in my Shark Week bag because Christmas in July. That makes sense, right? Christmas and sharks? Yeah. Yes, please. I was afraid there was going to be sharks in the tornadoes. So I turned on Sharknado. My friend Chris, she lives like 35 minutes away from me. One day we'll get together. One day I'll be able to take an hour off and knit with you. She's like, hey, Pretty Twisted, there's supposed to be tornadoes. Is there going to be sharks in them? I'm like, girl, there better freaking not be. I will die. God. You can take the girl out of California, but you can't take the California out of the girl. What can I say? What else do I have? Oh, okay. So I also, hang on one second. I also have another hoe. This is the hoe episode. So I don't know if you guys on Instagram follow Knitting Left. I'm a pretty new follower of theirs. Had just found their sock blockers, and I don't know much about the story, but it's really sad. I think her name is Marcia or Marcia. Sorry if I'm butchering that. Put on Instagram that her husband, I think his name is G or something, he makes the sock blockers, I believe, and he went into hospice and was making sock blockers like up until the day before. So I went and I bought whatever they had in stock. Didn't really care like if I got a sock blocker or not. I thought that'd be cool if I did, but more for like a donation. But anyways, this is what I got. So I got this sock blocker with peace signs on it, and I have my Desert Vista Dye Works sock, my first sock finished. So this was also knit on US 1 2.25 millimeter needles. I did a 20 round, I knit this cuff down, 20 round cuff. I think I only did like a 30 round leg. Cut in for the afterthought heel, and this is the mini that came with. Knit my foot, and then I did the toe in the contrasting color. So pretty. So that is off the needles and blocked, and your girl. Yeah, no, I didn't. Your girl didn't. I had meant to cast on the second sock, but I haven't got around to it yet. But it's caked up, it's ready to go, and this is in my Atlas in Wonderland bag. So I have to cast that on. That way, like, all my second socks are cast on. And I can just, a lot of times what I'll do is in between dye sessions or any second that I can, I'll just knit on a sock. Because I can't knit while I'm dyeing yarn, which is too bad, but I can't do it. I don't really have much in the way of stash enhancement or acquisitions this week, except for stitching plaza bags. I also have this bag from Georgianne, and if you guys follow Andy the Knitress, which you should, on Instagram, and she has a podcast, I custom dyed her a Beetlejuice colorway, and that was the first. Was it the first custom? It was the first or second custom dye job that I did. So I was like, oh my god, I hope she likes it. Like, I didn't even know. And she really liked it. And everybody really liked it, so thank God I wrote the recipe down because I've had some orders for it and it's been really popular. It matches this bag perfectly. What on earth? Right? So cute. Beetlejuice. So this would go perfectly with my Beetlejuice colorway. All of my colorways are dyed to order right now. My turnaround time has gotten 6 to 8 weeks. I don't want it to go over that at all. My goal, what I would like to do with Pretty Twisted Yarns, is get to a point where I'm dyeing for a shop update and then put whatever I dye and then only have like holiday colors as dyed to order. But for self-striping, I think, 6 weeks is an all right turnaround time. It just is a lot of labor. A lot goes into it. The dyeing portion is a very, very actually small part of what I do. It's the prep work, and then after dyeing, getting it back into a manageable, shippable, saleable form. Anyways, I'm rambling, but that's my goal, and that's my turnaround time right now. This is Georgianne's tags. And on the back, she has Zen of Kitchener Stitch. It has the little chant for doing Kitchener. I pretty much have the Kitchener Stitch memorized in my head now. I used to knit toe up and I was like, oh, I'm never gonna learn the Kitchener Stitch. You just keep doing it and it just becomes like I can just do it now. And it's not bad at all. You just have to do it a couple times and then it makes sense. So I need to dye myself a Beetlejuice colorway to put in this bag so that I can have some Halloween socks, some more Halloween socks. The next project I have is also living in a bag by Georgianne, Stitching Plaza. Some cute llamas. Or maybe they're alpacas, I don't know. This is a little bunny. So cute. This was a bunny I had intended to gift to my youngest daughter for her birthday, which was in April. And it still needs arms and legs. That's okay. I mean, she got other birthday stuff, and I will finish it. I will finish it maybe for her next birthday. But it's got, this is my self-striping yarn in the colorway Havana Cabana. And I put little, I did the, there's a couple different, I don't have the pattern here, but there's 2 different versions you can knit. And one has the little like baubles and one doesn't. So I did the baubles because this is gonna be a girl bunny. And look at the little face. Oh my gosh. This is a pattern by Susan B. Anderson. This is her spring bunny pattern. I love her patterns for Stuffies. I've knit several of them and I love them. So I need to pick up the stitches for the arms and give this little bunny some legs. It'll happen. This is Havana Cabana. This is a soft pastel spring color. Not your typical Pretty Twisted Yarns, loud, in your face, obnoxious, bright colors, but still very pretty. Very, very pretty. Okay, that's all the knitting I've been up to. I haven't had a ton of knitting time. But I do have one more whip, and this is very special. Okay, so I've mentioned Stitching Plaza, and I'm not very good at keeping secrets. So I may have teased about this on Instagram, but you guys, Pretty Twisted Yarns is doing a collaboration with Stitching Plaza, which I'm going to be posting on my Etsy shop, Pretty Twisted Yarns, on Friday, July 9th. It's going to include this project bag from Stitching Plaza. Look at that. Project bag and yarn. This is the yarn. So I'm knitting this sock. Ooh, thumbnail? I'm a dork. So this is the yarn and the bag, and they go together. And when Georgianne showed me this fabric, I was like, Clark, we're stuck under a truck. From the opening scene of National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. And I was like, yes. So this colorway is called Clark, we're stuck under a truck. Because I am silly goose. But I freaking love it. It's so cute. I can't even with the cuteness. Okay, anyway. So I'm knitting these on US 1 2.25 millimeter needles, Shawl, cuff down. Are these 60 or 64 stitches? They're 64. 64 stitches. I should have notes, huh? That would be awesome. I don't know, 15 or 20 rounds for the cuff. German twisted cast on. I've placed, these are going to be shorties for me. I've placed for the afterthought heel. And now I'm knitting the foot. Super fun. So these are uneven stripes. So it's got like a section of gray and then a small section of green, red, green. I love it. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. All the friends that I've made. And honored to be able to be doing a collaboration with Stitching Plaza. How many times in this episode can I say Stitching Plaza? One more time. Stitching Plaza. Okay, I'm done. Oh my goodness. So that's going to be July 9th. It is pre-order, so make sure, if you're checking that out to read the listing. The goal is to have these shipped out in October so that you can cast on and have the socks for the holidays. And I think I'm shooting for like not before October 15th. That way, if it's for a gift, it won't show up and surprise anybody. So between like October 15th and October 31st for these to ship out. It's also going to have, I don't have them physically yet, but I have ordered some holiday edition Pretty Twisted Yarns stickers. So if you follow me on Instagram, I put a picture of that on my stories. Haley from Lock Knits designed them for me. They are super cute. The little skeletons on the knitting needles have Santa hats on them. Perfect. They're perfect. I love them. So it's going to have a limited edition, not limited edition necessarily, but a holiday edition sticker, some holiday themed tea. And I'm going to see like what other kind of goodies I might want to stick in there. Maybe a couple like light bulb stitch markers. I'm not sure. I'm going to make a cute little package. So those will be up July 9th. What else? I think that's it for this episode. Yep, I'm going to sign off. I think I might go to every other week. I'm trying to get the groove of like my filming schedule, trying to fit everything in and make everything work. I don't know that I'm gonna have enough knitting content to do every week. So I might aim for every other week. It's hard to tell with me. I'm definitely not gonna film this Saturday, but I'm gonna try to do every other week, film on Saturday, upload on Sunday. That's the goal. That's the plan, man. We'll see if it happens. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and sign off now. I hope you guys have an amazing day. Enjoy your week. I will see you all on Friday for the Stitching Plaza Pretty Twisted Yarns Christmas collab. And I will see you all next time. All right? Take care.